in the world where one man gets to cruise the Norwegian Fjords on Norwegian?
Hello and welcome to Norway, and what better way of visiting the Norwegian Fjords than on a Norwegian ship, more specifically the Norwegian Prima. This company was founded in Norway in 1966 by Norwegian canoe cluster and Israeli Ted Eriksson. So they were the ones that founded the whole entire cruise line, and basically they started the whole entire cruise ship experience. Now, of course, the Summer being the first cruise ship, and then of course Norwegian Cruise Line was the first to own an exclusive private island in Great Hurricane in the Bahamas, the first to offer combined like an air and sea program, freestyle cruising, which is a form of a relaxed and informal cruising, and first ship line to develop new ports in the Caribbean such as Ocho Rios in Jamaica. Norwegian was sold by Cluster to start cruises in 2000. Currently, right now, they have 20 ships in its fleet. Now, unfortunately, Canoe Cluster did pass away in September 20 of 2020, but his legacy still lives on.
The Prima was launched in August of 2021 and it has a nice, elegant touch. This is the beautiful atrium with the stars on the top. The Garden Cafe has many different cuisines serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And there's the Indulge food hall.
And you can order many different meals from the tablets and they'll bring it to you. Let's not forget the two main complimentary restaurants like Hudson and the Commodore, with such a spectacular, breathtaking view. With more tea, I was able to get 4 nights of specialty dining. One of them being the French restaurant Le Bistro.
French onion soup.
There we go.
Voila! Merci beaucoup.
Food Republic, which is an Asian fusion restaurant. The Mexican restaurant Los Lobos.
Los Lobos.
And Hatsuki, the Japanese teppanyaki hibachi restaurant.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can raise.
This was my balcony room, and I definitely recommend booking one because of this. This is the ocean walk on deck 8 where you can see all the way to the bottom.
I definitely love the outdoor boardwalk where you could have a meal outside with a view of the fjords. And this is something pretty cool of the Norwegian Prima, world's longest dry slide at sea. You could even relax outside. The infinity pools. For the Norwegian Fjords, they actually have heated pools here.
There's nothing like an infinity pool with a view of the Norwegian fjords. You also got the main pool, which is also heated as well. And you also have the wave slide as well. Let's not forget the 3-story speedway, which is so much fun. Let's not forget the Galaxy Pavilion, where you could play some virtual reality games. Now, how can we forget the entertainment on board the ship? Such as Sid Norman's Poorhouse, where they have live music bands. You got Broadway shows at the Prima Theater, such as Bossa Nostra.
This is Bossa Nostra.
While at nighttime, this turns into a Vegas-style nightclub.
One thing that I do recommend is if you want to experience the Norwegian fjords, definitely do it on a cruise ship as soon as possible. You're gonna have a lot of great, wonderful sceneries, great experience. Here, you know, we got to visit Geiranger Fjord, we got to visit Ålesund, Norway, and Bergen, Norway. These are beautiful Norwegian ports. And of course, there is going to be a law introduced by Norway where they're basically going to ban cruises from its fjords. They have introduced regulations to reduce pollution and shift towards zero emission vessels. Now only smaller vessels must be zero emissions by 2026, while larger ships still have until 2032. So if you want to go ahead and experience the Norwegian fjords, do it as soon as possible.
Due to maritime laws, this cruise not only just went to Norway, but also hit 5 different countries for an 11-day cruise starting from Southampton. So I flew in on the day before because you gotta explore London, baby! Day 2, the ship stopped in Bruges in Belgium. Day 3, there was a stop in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. And I got to see how they fill up the locks leaving Amsterdam.
Filling up the locks. We're by Amsterdam. Yeah.
Day 4 was a day at sea, while day 5 was arriving to Bergen, Norway. So here at Bergen, this is the Bergen Wharf, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
For those that are Disney fans, this could actually be found a replica at Epcot at the Norway Pavilion.
And this is by Parken, a beautiful green space.
Look at this. This is beautiful.
And this is the Fanta State Church, originally built in 1150.
Going inside the state church.
Unfortunately, the church did get burned down by some crazy lunatic in 1992, but it got rebuilt using the exact same materials.
It looks as original as possible.
Only a few state churches still survive in Norway.
So you can see that it's a mixture of like the two religions that the Vikings had. They used to believe in Norse gods like Odin and Thor, and then Christianity came in, and then you have the cross there.
Day 6, the ship arrived in the beautiful Geiranger Fjord, Norway. The 20-kilometer fjord is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The small village of Geiranger only has less than 250 people living.
Alright, time to rent some kayaks. It's about a 30-minute walk. There's the ship.
So I was able to rent this double kayak for only $70 for an hour, and it was such a relaxing experience. There were other excursions that you're able to do, like the rib boats, ferry rides, but kayaking in the fjords was definitely my dream. It was pretty cool watching the Royal Norwegian Air Force conducting air surveillance. It was also such a great view of watching the Norwegian Prima from a kayak.
Wow. What's great about cruising the Norwegian Fjords, you get some complimentary hot chocolate.
Day 7, the ship arrived at Ålesund, Norway, the last Norwegian port.
And this is the Art Nouveau architecture set. Oh, you got a Viking ship. The Vikings arrived.
Thank you, Floki, for building my ship. So I booked a train ride excursion that took me to the top of the Axla Hill to basically watch the best view of the entire city of Ålesund.
Whew. Wow. Oh, excuse me.
Day 8 was cruising the North Sea, heading over to Iceland. And on day 9, we arrived to Akureyri in Iceland. And this is the Geiranger Fjord church.
Wow, such a magnificent church.
And we did a tour to the Godafoss waterfalls. Day 10, the ship arrived at the small town of Ísafjörður. And this is the powerful Djandi waterfalls. And on the last day, the ship ended in the capital city of Reykjavik, Iceland on day 11. And this is the famous Hallgrímskirkja church in Iceland. Now, of course, I had to try the world famous Blue Lagoon spa. Now, the Blue Lagoon is also recognized as one of the top 25 wonders of the world by National Geographic.
Well, I hope you had a wonderful time watching the Norwegian Fjords on Norwegian. So hopefully I get to see you on one of these cruise ships. And don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more videos.